the Chimera Gallery's first interview with a gallery artist, and no better artist to start with than Mullingar native and sculptor extraordinaire Gerry Waldron. Gerry, you're very welcome to the Chimera Gallery.
Oh, delighted to be here and very grateful for the opportunity to show my work here.
Excellent. Now, I've been following your work for a couple of years, and I noticed that your theme seems very African. Why is that?
It's a bit of a mystery, but we all come from Africa, so perhaps that has something to do with it. And Africans like my work, and I think there is some kind of a bond there, some connection. I've never understood it, but I've had many good African friends, and on our visit to Ghana last year, it really was like a homecoming. The welcome was fabulous, and I didn't have to smile at people, they smiled at me, and it was wonderful. I've been to Africa, of course, been to a wedding with some Sudanese friends many years ago, and in Khartoum, and then I've been to Kenya and Tanzania to climb Kilimanjaro, as one does.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Well, you mentioned Ghana. It was very interesting to see that you did a portrait of Desai,
That was a great honour, yes.
Yeah, it's a fabulous piece of work, and he was thrilled with it. And
he was.
He's going to commission you to do his mother or sister.
That's right. He announced from the stage that my next big commission was going to be to sculpt Lizzie, his beloved late mom. So we're just waiting to get the photographs and then ready to roll with that. The plinth is already in place, as a matter of fact. So I'm looking forward to doing that. I showed him some of the possible styles, and he was really excited to see the portrait of Norma, which is in the show here, and he really liked that. Or would like, something from the arms up.
Yeah, Norma is actually one of my favourites in the exhibition.
Yeah, she's a lovely girl also. She was a personal friend of mine when studying in London, and came over here to Ireland, and has gone back with her PhD to Botswana, and I understand has an important job in the government there.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So just on that, she's a friend of yours. Do you feel that your work takes a different direction when you have a personal relationship with them? Like, I'm presuming that some of your models are professionals, so to speak.
Yes, most of the models for the figurative work, especially those that are modelling nude or naked, are professionals, obviously, and they're very comfortable being naked. And some of them are dancers, so they have extraordinary control over their bodies, and many of them don't even need a break in the course of a 3-hour session. We have to say, please take a break, have a cup of coffee. Yes, I've been fortunate to have some really great models, and I like using the body to express emotion. Now, it's not just a body, it's a way of expressing emotion, such as vulnerability or power, whatever. The body is as, image and likeness is the name of the exhibition here, but so people probably assume it's all portraits, but actually I consider the body portraits just as much an image and likeness theme, because of course the theme image and likeness comes from the biblical quotation, created in the image and likeness of God, and that obviously includes the body, and Christ himself came into the world naked and left it naked, for that matter, on the cross. So to me it's a very honourable way to express emotion.
I think after Saturday's exhibition, and what we're 4 days in nearly, I can see that personally, that people now look at your work, especially the nudes, and it's like they're just looking at any other piece of sculpture or painting.
Yeah.
Artists like yourselves who use the body and the naked body are, for me, educating people that it's a nude, and that, as you said, being naked is the way we came into the world, and it's great to see. And
there's nothing salacious about it, and that kind of response, except for a child maybe pointing out this, that, or the other. I would be horrified if people found it titillating in any way.
Yeah, I suppose none of them are titillating, and that's factual. You know, they're very artistic, and you've got the expression on, Obama, Michael D. Higgins, your brother Rafe, which is superb. You've got all the idiosyncrasies of that's the right terminology on them all, and it's great to see people coming up, even without reading them, knowing who they are. Which is a testament to your skill as a sculptor.
Well, sometimes it happens right away with Michael Gerard Tyson. He just emerged from the clay immediately. In fact, I was laughing at how quickly I seemed to capture a likeness. I think it was the portrait that I most enjoyed doing because he was offering no resistance. Sometimes when you're doing a sculpture, it takes a few days. My friend and the CEO of Image and Likeness drops into my flat on a Wednesday, usually for lunch. And I usually start a portrait on a Monday, which is just getting the clay in place. And then on Tuesday, it becomes more anatomical. And if it's really going well, by Wednesday, one might know who the person is. And occasionally, Richard will drop by and say, yes, you've got him, stop.
Sometimes artists can overwork.
Oh, yes.
I don't see any overworking on any of the pieces. How are you feeling about the response you got from Mullingar? Which was
delighted, of course. To be honest, not that surprised, because Mullingar has always been very welcoming and generous to me. Not treated like a prophet in his homeland. I always get a lovely welcome here, and a big turnout at the openings. And this time it seems like a really good response in sales as well, but which is incidental in a way, because I really want people to come and enjoy. If they can afford to buy a piece, great, but I really, in the few days before the exhibition, I was handing out invitations to the lady who cut my hair, to the postman who delivered the mail, to the laundrette where they wash my clothes. I don't mean this in a derogatory or patronizing way, but I want ordinary people to come here. I have no interest, honestly, in the people coming here being full of something or other.
Well, we'll get that in, but it's good to note that you're inviting your hairdresser, whose job seems to be getting quicker and less taxing as the years go by. But
she said, when I asked her for a zero the last time, she thought, oh my God. And then she was finished in about 2 minutes and felt embarrassed to charge me the €7, which she would also have charged somebody with a full head of hair. But anyway.
I suppose it's important to note that the proceeds of your painting sales are going to Concern.
That's great.
Your affiliation with Concern.
Yes, actually, I was originally thinking of sending it to the Irish Cancer Association, and then I thought, wait a minute, I really have a feeling for the missions. My brother was a missionary in Africa. My friend Richard works for Concern, and we have a family connection with the Finucane brothers, who are legendary Concern workers. So bingo. You know.
It makes sense.
Suddenly I thought, well, it's got to be a concern.
And you mentioned Richard there. He seems to be a big part of your life.
Richard is amazing, an amazing friend, but also just a huge help in helping me work, just in the practical ways, like carrying the clay, delivering to the studio to be fired, delivering to the foundry to be cast, and offering an expert opinion. I really value his opinion. He has a good eye. In fact, he has two good eyes, which is even better.
So what's the future for Gerry Waldron now as regards his sculpture painting?
That's an interesting question. I'm not sure. And I'm also going to experiment a little bit more with perhaps some abstraction. But I do like working in a larger size, so I'm tracking down a couple of people who have larger kilns, and hopefully I won't abandon the size of the work that I've done here. The models that I sculpt portrait-wise, they can come from any place. They can be somebody sitting beside me in the coffee shop. They can be somebody stopped at an intersection in a car. They can be somebody walking along a street. That's what's such great fun about it.
So you sometimes pick your models randomly.
Yes.
Have you ever been reported to the police? Gerry, before we wrap this interview up, I suppose I should congratulate you on one of your pieces, Footprints, a triptych that's been procured by the OPW, which will now be part of the Irish State Collection. How do you feel about that?
Oh, delighted. And it wouldn't have happened without your kindness in offering me and inviting me to exhibit here. So yeah, it's a terrific little feather in my cap, shall I say?
Excellent. Well, Gerry, it's been an ultimate pleasure, and it's been fantastic dealing with you, and let's hope the next 2 weeks are as successful as this week.
Oh, let's hope so. It's been wonderful. Thanks.
Thank
you so much.
Perfect.
Wrap! Wrap party!